Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. The war in Gaza has entered a new and perilous phase, one that's unfolding deep beneath the surface. After weeks of relentless airstrikes and artillery bombardments, Israel has launched a daring new offensive aimed at what it calls the lifeline of Hamas's resistance, the vast underground tunnel network stretching beneath Gaza's dense cities and refugee camps. This isn't just another round of bombings. This is a calculated move to cripple Hamas's ability to move, hide, and strike. A subterranean war where every meter of concrete could hold an ambush, an arsenal, or a trap. Gaza's tunnels have long been one of Hamas's most formidable assets, a network sometimes called the Metro. For years, these tunnels have served as command posts, weapons depots, and escape routes for fighters evading Israeli drones and surveillance. But now, according to defense sources, Israel's latest operation, dubbed Operation Deep Thunder, is designed to map, penetrate, and destroy this underground maze once and for all. Reports suggest specialized engineering units and robotic vehicles have been deployed. Miniature drones equipped with thermal cameras and AI navigation are being sent into tunnels, scanning for movement, heat signatures, or booby traps. And when they detect something, the response is swift, airdropped bunker buster bombs, seismic charges, and remote control detonations. Hamas, however, isn't staying silent. Its military wing, the Al-Qassam Brigades, claims to have fortified the tunnels with layered defenses. Fighters are said to be using improvised explosive devices, collapsing tunnels behind them to trap Israeli soldiers, and launching surprise attacks from hidden shafts opening into civilian neighborhoods. In a recent statement, a Hamas spokesperson declared, "The tunnels are Gaza's shield. Every meter of earth is a fortress. If Israel enters, it will drown underground." This psychological warfare is as important as the physical one. By projecting confidence, Hamas hopes to show that its underground resistance remains unbroken, even as Israeli jets and drones pound the surface above. What makes this phase particularly dangerous is how invisible it is. Unlike aerial battles or ground offensives, tunnel warfare happens out of sight. Both sides rely heavily on technology, sensors, and intelligence, but neither can ever be fully certain of what lies beneath. Satellite imagery is useless underground. Thermal sensors often misread heat from trapped air or power cables. And even with robotic probes, many tunnels are too narrow, too deep, or too unstable to explore safely. That uncertainty fuels paranoia and mistakes. Several reports describe Israeli units detonating empty tunnels, wasting precious munitions, while Hamas engineers silently dig new branches elsewhere. It's a game of cat and mouse beneath the city, one that could drag on for months. Above ground, the situation is dire. Entire neighborhoods in northern and southern Gaza have been reduced to rubble as Israel expands its search for tunnel entrances. Families fleeing bombardments describe the ground trembling beneath them, explosions echoing from deep underground as detonations collapse entire tunnel sections. Humanitarian organizations warn that this kind of warfare puts civilians at extreme risk. Tunnels often run below hospitals, schools, and apartment complexes. Destroying them can cause buildings to collapse, spreading destruction far beyond military targets. Meanwhile, thousands of people remain trapped, with limited food, water, and electricity as Israel's campaign intensifies. The humanitarian toll is staggering, and global outrage continues to mount. To wage this underground campaign, Israel has reportedly introduced cutting-edge technology never before seen in open conflict. Engineers from Rafael and Elbit Systems, two of Israel's top defense contractors, have developed ground-penetrating smart bombs that can burrow several meters into the soil before exploding. Another breakthrough is the use of acoustic mapping, sound waves sent into the ground that help create a 3D map of subterranean tunnels. It's like using sonar under the earth. Combined with AI, this allows Israeli forces to predict tunnel layouts and target them with precision strikes. But Hamas, too, has evolved. It's believed that the group has begun using decoy tunnels, filled with heat sources or fake control rooms to mislead Israeli sensors. A grim chess game fought with deception and data. Why does this phase matter so much? Because the tunnels aren't just military assets, they're symbols of survival. For Hamas, the tunnels represent defiance against overwhelming air power. For Israel, destroying them is key to preventing future attacks and hostage operations. If Israel succeeds in crippling the tunnel network, it could claim a major strategic victory. But if Hamas manages to hold out, or worse, to ambush Israeli forces underground, it could turn the narrative upside down, portraying the IDF as vulnerable and overextended. The battle for Gaza's tunnels may determine not only the outcome of this war, but also the perception of power in the Middle East. Meanwhile, regional actors are watching closely. Hezbollah in Lebanon, Iran's Revolutionary Guards, and militias in Iraq have all hinted that a full Israeli ground push into Gaza's tunnels could cross a red line. Reports suggest that Iran has provided Hamas with new tunnel-building materials and tools, including reinforced steel rings designed to resist bunker-buster bombs. If that's true, it means this underground war could become an indirect battlefield between Israel and Iran, a new front in a long, shadowy rivalry. The United States, while backing Israel publicly, has urged restraint, warning that expanding the operation could trigger wider instability. But on the ground, the fighting continues, relentless, unseen, and merciless. Eyewitness accounts from previous conflicts give a glimpse of what tunnel warfare looks like. The air is hot, thick, and suffocating. Fighters carry flashlights, oxygen masks, and communication lines that can easily snap. Every step could trigger a mine. Every corner could hide an ambush. One former IDF engineer once said, "It's like fighting in another dimension. You don't see the enemy. You feel him moving in the dark." That psychological pressure is enormous. Soldiers describe claustrophobic panic, confusion, and disorientation. Even the most advanced equipment can't change the primal fear of being trapped underground. As always, the information war runs parallel to the military one. Israeli officials release videos of tunnel demolitions, dramatic explosions followed by claims of significant progress. Hamas counters with footage of its fighters moving through intact tunnels, claiming that Israel's technology has failed. Both sides seek to control the narrative. For Israel, it's about projecting control and determination. For Hamas, it's about resilience, showing that even underground, they remain unbroken. Social media amplifies this battle. Every explosion, every claim, every video clip becomes part of a wider psychological operation aimed at influencing hearts and minds in Gaza, in Israel, and around the world. Analysts say this underground war could last far longer than the public expects. Destroying tunnels isn't just about bombing entrances, it's about ensuring they can't be rebuilt. And history shows Hamas has rebuilt its network time and again. So while Israel may score tactical victories, the larger strategic outcome remains uncertain. Each collapsed tunnel could be replaced by another, deeper, smarter, and deadlier. As the conflict grinds on, one thing becomes clear. This isn't just a battle for territory. It's a war of endurance, innovation, and willpower, fought in the most unforgiving environment imaginable, the dark heart of the earth itself. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.